Druddigon is now available in Pokemon GO through the Dragonspiral Event. And of course, people want to know, is Druddigon good or not in Pokemon GO? Well, the answer is he's very okay. So let's talk about it. Starting out with some basics here, Druddigon is available from December 7th until December 12th with this Dragonspiral event in Pokemon GO, part of their Season of Heritage idea going on here. Is Druddigon available in the wild? No, it is a raid and research task exclusive Pokemon. And to add to that, the research task to get Druddigon requires you to do 3 raids. So it is effectively, almost entirely, a raid exclusive Pokemon. To add to that, it will be debuting alongside its shiny. So let's get a little touch up here. There we go, shiny Druddigon. I don't know if it looks much better, but we got that green and gold, so go pack go, right? But yeah, it'll be debuting alongside its shiny. This raid exclusive Pokemon that you can only get from raids is shiny too. I mean, it makes sense that they're releasing its shiny right away because I mean, just look at it. I don't have an animated GIF on this Pokemon because it's not in the Gen 8 games because it's just so unpopular overall. So, you know, get it out of the way. Maybe make a quick buck off of the shiny hunters because it's a raid exclusive Pokemon. Taking a look at its stats, Druddigon's kind of in the middle of the road across the board. Not exactly spectacular in any one way, but not exactly terrible either. If you check out its max CP at level 50, it's at 3088. And that's at level 50, so just from that you can kind of tell that this Pokemon isn't going to be making any waves as a raid attacker or as a Master League Pokemon. Its level 40 cap is 2732, which, yeah, not a spectacular raid or Master League Pokemon for sure. If you are hunting the Hundo though, getting it from research tasks, the Hundo would be 1171. The level 20 from the raid catch would be 1561, and if it happens to be windy outside when you do the raid, well then it'll be 1951. So if Pokemon's not too good in raids, doesn't really make it Master League, maybe it's got some swagger in the Great League and Ultra League, but to have that, you have to have a good move pool. And Druddigon's move pool ain't too bad. We got Dragon Tail, which is basically like a Dragon Breath parallel, effectively, for PvP. We got Dragon Claw for the early charge move. We got Night Slash for another early charge move and boost potential. And then we got Hyper Beam. Yeah, so Dragon Tail, Dragon Claw, Night Slash. This Pokemon actually does have some interesting potential when it comes to Great League and Ultra League PvP. When it comes to Great League PvP, Druddigon actually has a pretty interesting parallel with Dragonair. They both have basically the same stats. You can see here using their max stat products, Druddigon has higher attack than Dragonair. They have basically the same defense, and then Dragonair has slightly higher stamina. When it comes to the stat product, we got 1730 versus 1799. So very similar Pokemon, all things considered. They have very similar fast move damage and the same kind of damage type. The key difference is going to come down to their charge moves. Overall, I would say Druddigon technically has better charge moves. Dragon Claw has the same type attack bonus, so it's better than Aqua Tail in that respect. And then we got Night Slash for some good neutral coverage and a boost chance, which is really nice. But Dragonair does have Return and Dragon Pulse to work with, so it does have some nuke potential that Druddigon doesn't exactly have. I'd say overall, when it comes to Great League PvP, they're kind of neck and neck. It's really going to come down to what cup specific format that they're going to be functioning in as far as which one you're going to want to use over the other one. When it comes to Open Great League, we don't really see a lot of Dragonair in Open Great League, do we? So yeah, you won't be seeing a whole lot of Druddigon in Open Great League either. But when it comes to a cup, Druddigon might be good. Overall, when it comes to the cup, you might not need Druddigon either. So is it a Pokemon that you absolutely need to go dog out for Great League PvP? No, not at all. But it could be worthwhile to have one. You know, just catch one from a raid, have it waiting in the wings, just in case you want to whip it out for a cup-specific format. I think that could be worthwhile. So when it comes to the Ultra League, Druddigon doesn't really effectively counter Giratina all that well. So it's going to be the Ultra League Premier Cup Classic that we're going to mostly be looking at Druddigon in. You know, the cup where all the other dragon types that aren't Giratina function relatively well. And when it comes to the stat comparison of Druddigon compared to, you know, the Dragonite, the Shadow Dragonite, Goodra, and the Kingdra there, it's roughly in line with them. And you know, it's got Dragon Tail, it's got Dragon Claw, and it stands out from the pack by having the Night Slash, so Druddigon kind of does have a good place when it comes to the Ultra League Premier Cup Classic format. In this format, it also sports some interesting advantages compared to the other Dragon types against Dragon Breath Charizard, Venusaur, and most of the Fighting type Pokemon. And when you look at the 2-shield scenario specifically, it does have a pretty consistent victory over Obstagoon, Escavalier, and Crobat, which is also pretty nice. And if you consider Kingdra as a safe swap in like the 1-1 shield scenario, Druddigon can take it on full force, even if it does get hit by the debuff, so it could be a nice counter swap to a Kingdra. So that's always appreciated in a Dragon type Pokemon. Big downsides to Druddigon though is that it doesn't have Hurricane, it doesn't have Oxzuka, it doesn't have Power Whip, it does not have a single way of touching Fairy type Pokemon outside of Hyper Beam. And if you're running Hyper Beam on Druddigon, like, you're just memeing. Like, what's the point? You know, are you even going to reach it against a Fairy type Pokemon? Probably not. So Druddigon getting caught by a Fairy type Pokemon or meeting a Fairy type Pokemon in the end game, Druddigon doesn't have a leg to stand on there, which really does suck. To add to Druddigon's troubles, against Empoleon, it really can't take it on in the 2-shield scenario, which kind of sucks, unless of course you get that Night Slash boost there. So overall, when it comes to the Ultra League, Druddigon isn't bad, but Druddigon doesn't exactly stand out either. You could take it, you could leave it. If you really like it or you like the matchup advantages it has, then it could be worthwhile to pick up a copy or two so you got a decent IV spread to use in the Ultra League Premier Cup Classic. But if you just catch one for the Pokedex, I don't think you'll really be missing out on anything. So that's all I gotta say about Druddigon when it comes to its performance in Pokemon Go. If you got any questions on this content, of course, comment below, let me know what's up, and I'll be happy to help you out. If you enjoyed this kind of content, you want to see more like it, well, make sure to subscribe to SwagTips. I'd also like to give a special shout out to these Patreon supporters. If you want to support the Swagman on Patreon, link in the description. It's certainly good enough for like YouTubers to go 5-0 with it and make a clickbait thumbnail saying they went 5-0 with Druddigon. You gotta get Druddigon right now, it's so good. But I don't think it's that great. It's not bad, it's not that great.